So I say to the Muslims and to my fellow brothers and sisters from the Christian faith, the word Allah is there in the Bible. One time a Jewish person came to Jesus, and then the person asked the question, oh Master, of all the I love.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi arsala rasulahu bil huda wa dinil haqq liyuzhirahu 'ala dini kullihi wa kafa billahi syahida. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu la nabiyya ba'da. Berjumpa lagi dengan channel saya Mars Techno. Saya doakan semoga semua sahabat dalam keadaan sehat selalu. Pada video kali ini kami akan menampilkan bagaimana usaha dakwah seorang Sabeel Ahmed. Beliau adalah salah seorang murid dari Dr. Zakir Naik yang memang reputasinya sudah tidak kita ragukan lagi. Nah sahabat, mari kita saksikan saja video selengkapnya dan saya akan sedikit mereaksinya.
So I say to the Muslims and to my fellow brothers and sisters from the Christian faith, the word Allah is there in the Bible. One time a Jewish person came to Jesus, and then the person asked the question, oh Master, of all the I love this. Okay. They are so free playing around, right? Many a times because of social pressure, because of social media, right? Because of, some other way, culture, we follow what was given to us from the previous generation. But it's important, they may be right, they may be wrong. People who are passing down certain things to us. But God gave us a wonderful mind. The best gift that God can give to any human, any creation is a mind to think. Animals don't have it, right? The stones, the mountains, the trees, they don't have it. You and me, we have it. So what Islam says in more than 750 places, do not blindly believe. Think and ponder, research, investigate, ask questions, and you will arrive at the truth. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I start in the name of God, the most beneficent and the most merciful, and welcome and greet all of you with the Islamic greeting of Assalamu alaikum. So the topic that I have for all of you today is the topic of what are the commonalities. Many times on the social media, people discuss the differences, they have the debates, they have contentions, they have fightings up there. So I thought, okay, one of the main purpose of Islam is to bring people together, neighbors together, humanity together. So I was in India, I was born and raised in India, in a city called Hyderabad. So when I was growing up, I used to watch many Hollywood movies. And the only perception I had of America, Canadians, the Western people, is that every one of you is like, Al Capone, Rambo, with the gun out there, going out, shooting each other. That was the perception I had. That's what media plays on our minds. So, but us coming over here as humans, smiling at each other, shaking hands, eating together very soon, right? We have some delicious meal. We will find out, yes, we have some differences, but we have more commonalities. Now, some of you may be thinking, okay, there is going to be this lecture by this Muslim person who came from Chicago. Let's listen to the lecture for half an hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. But just to keep all of you, awake, I'm going to have many quizzes in the lecture, okay? I hope all of you would be able to engage with me. All right. So here is the very first quiz I have. If you can look at the monitors, the screens up there, you can see a passage. And this passage is in Arabic language. It has the word Allah in there. So the question to all of you, especially the guest over here, okay? The guest over here. Muslims, you guys may know the answer. So the guest over here, where do you think this passage is from? Is it from the Quran? Or is it from Old Testament, New Testament, or the Hindu Vedas? With the raise of hand, just the guest over here, what would you say? Is somebody helping you there? No, I'm just... Go ahead, take a guess. Okay, you don't have to know it. Okay, I can hear you, by the way. I can listen to you. So take a guess. Yes, ma'am.
Old Testament.
Old Testament. How do you know that?
Just a guess.
Just a guess, okay. She's right. That's from the Old Testament, right? It's not from the Quran. Yeah, why don't you clap for your friend? Very good. See, it will be too easy if I give a passage from the Quran, everyone can say, you know what, of course this is from the Quran. But I don't want to make things that easy, all right? So this passage is from the Old Testament. I'm a Bible collector. People have different hobbies. I'm a Bible collector. I have 300 Bibles in my collection. And where is Brother Ayub here? Oh yeah, you want to clap for that? My wife is not happy about that, by the way. Okay. All the Bibles in my collection, they're taking up almost half the house. So the reason I have displayed that passage is that if you look into the Arabic translation of the Bible, wherever the word God occurs in the English version of the Bible, the word Allah occurs in the Arabic translation of the Bible. So I say to the Muslims and to my fellow brothers and sisters from the Christian faith, the word Allah is there in the Bible. Okay? That's the whole point. And again, the lesson from here is, many a times our fellow Canadians, fellow Americans, non-Muslims, when they see that Muslims are using the word Allah, they think that, Muslims are following a different God. They think that, Allah is the God of the Muslims, the Arabs, Indian, Pakistani. They think that Muslims have a different God and we have a different God that makes a divide in between. So when I display a passage like that, we realize that Allah is the universal creator. In different languages, He has different names. In Arabic, He's called as Allah. So by the way, that is from which book, which chapter, and which verse? What would you say? If I give you a hint, it is from the book of Genesis. 1:1. Oh wow, you got it, man. What's your name? Okay. Your wife is helping you. She's the genius. So this is the chapter 1. So this is the very first passage of the whole Bible. When you look into the English language, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So in Arabic it says, obviously Allah created the heavens and the earth. So just to make sure that Allah is not a different God, we have the same creator. And the second thing is, we Muslims, we are monotheistic faith. We say that, God is only one. He's not an idol. He's not a human. He's not multiple persons, the sun, the moon, the creation. We say God is one with wonderful attributes. So some of the attributes of God that we have is that God is all-knowing, He's all-hearing, independent, powerful creator.
Selesai. Semoga bermanfaat. Terima kasih telah menonton video sampai selesai. Mohon maaf jika ada terjemahan yang kurang tepat. Dukung channel ini dengan like, subscribe, dan share. Ya Allah, penjelasan yang sangat masuk akal dan penuh dalil dari Dr. Sabeel Ahmed. Alhamdulillah, kita mempunyai seorang ustadz yang brilian yang bernama Dr. Sabeel Ahmed ini, yang mampu menerangkan Al-Quran di kalangan orang-orang non-muslim. Namun juga dia menjelaskan secara logika dan juga dengan dalil Al-Quran. Nah sahabat, mungkin itu saja sedikit reaksi video dari saya. Mudah-mudahan bermanfaat. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.